Hi, I'm Dan Lagani with Silver Solutions, the home-related service for families with aging parents. On this episode of AgeWise, we talk about the all-important dynamic of parent-child relationships and the way that they continue to evolve over time, especially as mom and dad grow older. Today's guest, Jonnetta Patton, has a very interesting perspective on the whole process. She's perhaps best known as being the woman who launched and managed the career of her son, Usher, the world-famous musician. Today, they turn the tables, and Usher is producing a television show featuring Mom called Behind Every Man. Jonnetta Patton, thanks so much for joining us on AgeWise.
Thank you so much for having me, Dan.
You know, we talked about the fact that you helped launch your son Usher's career and managed him for the first 17 years to bring him to great heights. But you've got a lot going on in life. Not only are you a mom, you're a grandmother, and you're also an entrepreneur. So talk to us about what a typical day looks like for you now.
I retired over 10 years ago, and I retired from music. But I didn't really retire. I reinvented myself, and I started a new business, Jay's Kitchen Culinary Incubator. Chefs are just like artists. So helping them evolve as I helped Usher evolve in his career has really given me something to do in my retirement. Because as I said, I retired, but I'm still working because I am one of those mothers that I can't sit still.
I want to move on to a different topic because, as I said at the outset, many people know you as Usher's mom and being responsible for launching his career and managing him. You just gave us a great recap of what you're doing in the culinary space. What about your role as a daughter, where it all started? Talk about your role with your mom and dad and give us a little bit of context for earlier in life.
I had the most incredible parents. I know I lost my mom and father early on, but they will be so proud of me today. And I think about them when I'm speaking, when I'm working, because integrity was in the forefront of everything that we were taught. We were taught to honor, to love, and character. A person's character was everything. And that is the foundation of everything that I do.
Continuing on that, when you think about the experiences with your mom and dad, how did it shape your outlook on what you want your family's relationship with you to be as you grow older?
We were a very tight-knit family. My father, as I said in the piece, he meant everything to me. He took care of us. He gave us everything. He wanted the best for us. And that's what I've done with my kids. And as I have seen Usher evolve, as I have seen James evolve, as I'm looking at my grandkids and the things that I teach them, it came from my upbringing.
One of the things that we do at Silver Solutions that often brings us together with both parent and child is to help ensure that the space that mom or dad is living in continues to be the right kind of environment. Have you given any thought to how you want the future to look in terms of the kind of environment you live in?
Absolutely. I live by example. I bought a home over 20 years ago. And when I bought the home, I was thinking about what I would do in life, retirement, as I grew older. Purposely, I said, as I grow older, they're going to take care of me. And I've had conversations with my grandkids. And I said, when I'm dead and gone, they said, oh, grandma, they don't want to talk about that. It's like, you guys will live here. This will be your home. And my oldest grandson, he said, this would be, because they all have their individual rooms. And they said, my dad, he could stay there and Uncle James could stay here in their thinking about how this arrangement will be. So, yes, to answer your question, yes, I have planned all that.
You know, one of the things that amazes me in general about older adults is to hear things like over 85, people over the age of 85 is the fastest growing part of the population in the US. And it really forces you to think differently about aging. How has your perspective on growing older changed over time?
It really just hasn't changed. I'm around young energy. I'm around young energy all the time. And I don't really think about it. And my kids, they think I'm Wonder Woman.
Jonnetta, talk to us about some of the other things going on that you're proud of right now.
I'm so proud that Usher is getting ready to go to Vegas. I am so proud for that because that was my vision about 10 years ago. So I'm so proud to see him go to Vegas because and the timing is right. The timing is right. And to really be a part of that because he still calls me and asks questions. And I'm always just there for him with every move. So I'm really, really excited. And I can't wait until July.
Where is it in Las Vegas?
It's at Caesar's Palace. And all of my friends, we've all booked tickets, to all the shows, and we're ready. We're ready to celebrate. We're shopping, getting ready for the occasion, and just to see him rehearse. I'm sitting in rehearsals. I'm watching the rehearsals because he's such a phenomenal performer.
Jonnetta, before we go, tell us what it's like to be working on the show Behind Every Man.
I think a lot of times being a parent that's managing your son, we're going to be a little bit more protected than just a manager. So I was given the opportunity to truly explain myself because I was always known as, she's just a difficult person to deal with. No, I was protecting my son. And this is why. So it was a great opportunity for me to tell my story. And it was a great opportunity. I really enjoyed doing it.
Jonnetta Patton, mom, grandmother, and entrepreneur, thanks so much for joining us on today's edition of AgeWise. If you like this show, please share it with a friend and post it to your social media site. If you want other episodes of AgeWise, just visit us at silversolutions.com. Click on the video tab and you'll see the entire series. I'm Dan Lagani for all of us here at Silver Solutions that work hard every day to keep your mom and dad safe wherever they call home. Be safe and stay wise.